last video, we talked about Matthew chapter 16, verse 13 through the end of the chapter. We talked about the establishment of the church, or in the Greek, ecclesia. Literally, a gathering of people called out into assembly, or literally the called out ones. And we talked about the difference between a church of men and a church of God, a church catering to the flesh and a church catering unto the spirit. And we're actually going to turn from Matthew 16, we're going to turn unto 2 Peter chapter 2 to learn just a little bit more about this subject. But there were false prophets also among you, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them. Well, why did Christ buy? He bought us with his blood, and bring unto them upon themselves swift destruction. Verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. So these pastors and these teachers, these false prophets, are going to go so far as to deny even Christ, as it says in chapter 2, verse 1 in 2 Peter. The way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. And who is this going to affect? Chapter 2, verse 2, and many. This is going to affect many. Shall follow their pernicious ways. Pernicious equals destructive. Verse 3, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. Feigned equals in the Greek plastos, which equals molded or plastic. And through covetousness shall they with plastic words make merchandise of you. They're literally going to mold you and make you believe something, the Word of God. They're going to twist the Word of God and the gospel into something in order to make merchandise out of you, in order to pack their mega churches. They're not going to preach the Word of God. They're going to twist the Word of God. And that's what you have all these churches talking about. What can Jesus do for me? Jesus is going to make me rich. Rather than what can you do for Jesus? They're going to make merchandise of you. How many of you read the Left Behind series in Christian science fiction, not based in the Word of God? Literally taking the Word of God and using it to make a profit. That's what these false teachers are going to do. And here in 2015, I want you to ask yourself an honest question. Is how many of these churches do you see compared to how many churches are actually preaching the Word of God?